We tend to think of things as an individual task with a set of steps, but realistically, there's a feedback loop that is being given at all points in time in even the most mundane tasks. One of the examples that they use is just filling up a glass of water. You'd say, okay, what do you do to fill up a glass of water? You put it under the faucet, you turn on the faucet, and then you turn it off. Right, that's it. Those are the steps. But there's this constant feedback loop where you're evaluating the level of water that is in the glass versus where you want it to be, and you're evaluating that at constant times. And if, for example, the faucet were to explode and have a lot more throughput all of a sudden, then you do something different. But it's a good way to be thinking about your organization or any individual task, is that you're going through, you're constantly getting feedback and constantly learning and changing and evolving.
Feedback loop has been a theme for some reason on the last 3 podcasts that I've recorded, because we kept talking about like ready, aim, fire, and a lot of people aim, and you never get the feedback loop. And exactly what you're talking about with the water, like even simple things, in my house, it's a really old house. So when you turn the hot water on, you listen, and the pipe, the sound changes when the water gets hot. It takes 3 minutes, right? And you're like, oh, now I hear that it's hot. I'm not even, over there. But these little subtle cues, it's such an important lesson for business of, are we paying attention to those cues and are we changing? Because a lot of business are just ramrodding the same thing and letting the cup overflow, if we're using the metaphor.
Yeah, absolutely. And from my perspective, trying to drive revenue forward, we're constantly trying to get feedback from the market and understanding what they need and why they are coming to us to help them solve their problems, and communicating that back with our engineering and product teams who are developing the new things that the companies are going to be able to use, and how do we get all of that to work together to be able to produce something that is useful to the world.